Hello everyone, I am Ayomide. I am 13 years old and I'm in grade 9. I have been registered in 9 schools in 9 years because of autism. This is my story. 9 schools in 9 years because of autism. This is my story. In 2009, Professor of Gynecology and Obstetrics at the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, Dr. Ajayi, told my mother to begin bed rest after a scan showed that she has placenta previa. She was 6 months pregnant with me. This pregnancy complication means that my placenta was lying low in her uterus and was covering the entrance to her cervix. The danger is that my placenta could detach from her body as my weight increased in the months that followed. She was in the hospital on bed rest until I was born on the 23rd of February 2010 via a cesarean section. My mother told me that I cried unusually long and loudly for a new baby. A day after my birth, I was diagnosed with jaundice. My mother said that she was scared because my older sister had died of congenital jaundice at 7 days old. I was taken to the phototherapy room and placed under the blue lights. After a few days, doctors embarked on a strike action. My parents panicked and asked the hospital to discharge me so that they could take me to a private hospital in Festac called Safe Hands Hospital. At Safe Hands Hospital, my phototherapy treatment continued and I was discharged after 1 week, when the worst of the jaundice had gone. For the next 1 year plus, I continued to cry a lot each day, and I cried as if I was in pain. It was distressing for my parents because they could not understand the reason for my discomfort. In addition, I suffered from constipation and diarrhea. The constipation continued until I was about 10 years old. Also, I rejected food and loved biscuits, cakes, sausage rolls, and other pastries. I also preferred sweet, fizzy drinks and candy. Further to that, I often screamed suddenly, and I did that until I was about 4 years old. I did not begin to accept solid or semi-solid food until my mother forced me to eat at 8 months old. Before that time, I had been taking only breast milk for 6 months and milk formula with breast milk after 6 months. I did not walk or utter words until I was well over a year old. Unfortunately, just when I began to speak simple sentences such as, "I want water, I want to sleep, mommy, I want food," I began to lose my newly acquired speaking ability. My parents observed that my speech was regressing when I was about 22 months old. My mother said that I eventually stopped talking at 2 years old and I refused to make eye contact. She did some research and saw many suggestions such as Asperger's, autism, ADHD, and so on. So my parents decided to take me to R. Jalad Hospital at Bagada, Lagos State. The pediatrician said that I am on the edge of the autism spectrum because my symptoms are mild. She said that I would need therapies to help me regain my speaking ability and to make eye contact again. From this point on, my journey through 9 schools began. This journey would cause physical, emotional, and mental effort and stress for me and my parents, and later my younger sibling.